Today, I'm going to show you how to decorate your home for spring with these beautiful spring DIYs that look like they came out of boutique, but really they are Dollar Tree and thrifted finds. I'm excited to share with you all these spring DIYs, and I'm probably the most excited to share with you this Pottery Barn centerpiece that retails for $200 and I made it for just $20. We're doing spring artwork, we're doing this large floral egg, we've got painted candles, and so many more. Stick with me to the end. I'm going to share with you a really simple spring simmer pot recipe that is going to make your house literally smell like spring. Let's start with the biggest dupe, and like I said, I'm so excited to show this to you. Pottery Barn sells this centerpiece that is white hydrangeas and ferns for $200. Like $200. That's a lot of money. And I saw it, I thought it was beautiful, and I thought, I feel like this is a challenge. I should be able to do this for less than 20. And let me show you how I did it. I started with checking the flower section at Dollar Tree and picked up some faux fern stems, some greenery, hydrangea, and some other small flowers. I also grabbed a cylinder vase and some battery-operated candles. For the base, I just reused this container and floral foam from another project. But if you don't have something left over from another project like I did, you could totally pick up a tray from Dollar Tree, or you could also use a Kleenex box, put your dried floral foam inside, cover the outside with ribbon, and ta-da, you have the perfect base to use for this centerpiece. To start creating this Pottery Barn dupe centerpiece, there isn't a real formula for this, except that I started by tracing where my vase would sit, so I knew not to put flowers there. And then I added larger greenery to create a base, added the hydrangeas close to where the vase would sit, and then I started layering ferns. Once it was a little bit more built up, I added the vase to the arrangement so I could see how it would look while I started building it up with the smaller ferns and some additional flowers to create fullness and make sure to fill in the gaps. After all, you don't want people sitting at the table looking at bits of floral foam through your arrangement. Here's how it turned out. The trick to making this look expensive is to layer in different types of greenery in different shapes and sizes. That really added to the fullness and it made it look more expensive. I was trying to dupe the Pottery Barn version, so I made it all white, but you could totally use whatever color you like. I think I might actually go back and change some things around and maybe try it with the more purple hydrangeas, maybe add a little splashes of yellow. I think that could be super fun and bright for spring too. What do you think? Did I nail it? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you've seen those textured vases that are everywhere, you're going to love this next DIY. This started out as a Dollar Tree vase, and in the end, it looks like something that you would find at Pottery Barn or at West Elm. Now, I'm going to show you how to recreate this on your own. It's super easy. Let me show you what I did. Take a look at Dollar Tree at their glass vases. I really liked the shape of this one. And then the first thing we're going to do is spread a layer of drywall compound on the outside. You can find this kind of compound at your local hardware store. Don't worry about perfection as you work your way around. The texture is what gives it that modern ceramic look. But I will say that as you go around it, if you're creating faint streaks with your fingers in the drywall compound, keep them going in the same direction, because if somebody was making it from scratch, it probably would look like it was all in the same direction. Once it dries, you can paint it whatever color you like. Okay, this paint color was left over from another project. It's called Sweet Molasses. And we're gonna start with this rich brown as a base coat. I think sponging it on works better than actually painting it, especially since I'm trying to create a really rustic, textured look. I knew this was gonna be a base. We're gonna put something over top of it. I'm gonna go over it with a lighter color, with this lighter brown. And I'm going to mix in some baking soda because that's the trick to get that sort of dusty, dry look with the paint. I think I'm going to take a little bit of paper towel and just go in, take off the excess so that we're not seeing so much the brush marks. The last step for me was to add a bit of baking powder finish to the outside to dull down the paint a bit and give it a dustier, more rustic finish. And here's how it looks. Now just add a few spring stems and you have your own ceramic vase for just a few dollars. There's something really cool about sculpting with your hands, even if it's not the whole vase from scratch. This just might be my favorite spring DIY in the whole video, and it cost me just $3 to make. To do this, you'll need a large plastic egg from Dollar Tree, white paint, floral print napkin, and Mod Podge. First, I spray painted the egg white just so that the pattern from the floral napkin would show through. Next, remove the white backing from the napkin and cut into strips. Then using Mod Podge and a brush, apply the glue to the egg and add the floral napkin strips, working your way around until it's completely covered. I topped it off with a bow, and now it feels like something you'd find at a high-end spring boutique. What do you think? This next DIY spring decor idea is really simple, but I find that it's these little small touches that really make a huge difference. Now, Dollar Tree sells artwork. Like they sell these little frames of artwork. They had some really pretty spring ones. And I thought these are okay. Like they're okay, but I wanted to sort of take them up a notch, make them like a little bit bigger and more impactful. So here's what I did. Using an X-Acto knife, I cut the spring prints from their frame and trimmed the edges. I then glued the prints to the art that came with a larger frame. For the bird prints, for a more shabby chic look, I used some ribbon, again from Dollar Tree, to create an interior matting and then added some ribbon and some greenery to the outside of the frame. For the floral print, I added a velvet bow to the bottom. I think this artwork turned out really cute, and I have a hack for you if you want to hang art on your kitchen counter. I mean, that's the trend now. People are putting artwork on their kitchen counters. I love how that looks, but I also don't want it to get in the way. So here's the hack. You can buy the child protective plug covers from Dollar Tree, and I simply stuck them into the outlet, dabbed some glue on them, pressed my print against it, and once the glue was dried, I had perfectly hanging artwork that was free of the countertops, and I didn't have to worry about it getting in the way. So tell me, which one did you like better? Did you like the birds better, or did you like the flowers better? I'm having a hard time deciding which one I like best. Okay, this next DIY is genius and such a fun way to customize candles for spring. And all the supplies are coming from, you guessed it, Dollar Tree. You'll need some simple pillar candles, small colorful tea lights, and small paintbrushes. Light the colored candles until you've got enough wax pooling. Then using a small brush, dip it into the wax, careful not to touch the flame, and paint grass, tiny flowers, or really whatever you want directly onto the candle. I love how this turned out, and it was so easy. And I was thinking the whole time I was doing it, these would make really pretty hostess gifts or Mother's Day gifts. It would make a really fun girls' night to get together and paint some candles. Now, I do have in another video where I used pressed flowers to create spring candles. I will link that in the description below if you want to check that out. But give it a try. It was really meditative and a really simple way to transform plain white candles into something fun and floral. This next idea goes along with the floral candles. Now, have you ever seen those really pretty match holders that you can leave out on the table? Apparently they're called match strikes. I've seen them at HomeSense, I've seen them at Pottery Barn, I've seen them at West Elm, and they're so gorgeous, but I don't want to pay $30 or $40 for them. I DIY'd my own version using a thrifted sugar jar. Now you could use a sugar jar, you could use a regular jar. I think it'd be really cute in the spring to use a teacup. But let me show you what I did. It's super easy. You'll have it done in, I don't know, 5 minutes. This is a small sugar bowl I picked up ages ago. And really all you need to do is take a box of matches and then cut the striker strip that's attached to the box and stick it to the bottom of your container using hot glue. Now you just have to fill your container with matches, and you, my friend, have a decorative match holder that looks beautiful next to candles on a tray or on coffee tables. See, I told you it was easy, and it looks much nicer than just a box of matches or a lighter sitting on your table. You know how at Christmas time, people will make these really pretty winter scenes under the glass jars or under glass cloches, however you say that. I wanted to do a spring version, and I was inspired by these cute little houses that I saw at Dollar Tree. The cloche that I'm using in this DIY is from one that I bought at Michael's years ago. Now look, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can actually thrift them, and I see them all the time at thrift stores, are those old school mantle clocks. And usually those come with these glass cloches over top. Remember those in the 90s? So the next time you see that, you can pick that up, You can use the glass top, and then spoiler, candle tops, you know, those wooden candle tops, those fit perfectly underneath. Just layering in some moss, some little florals, and of course that adorable pink house. I just love how this spring scene turned out on my countertops. It's adorable and it makes me smile every time I walk past it. Speaking of cute and adorable, this next DIY makes paper cups into the cutest little treat boxes. I think they're perfect for Easter, for spring, for Mother's Day, a bridal or baby shower. The possibilities are endless, and let me show you how easy it was to make them. First, using Dollar Tree paper cups, cut the tops. Cut about 1/2 inch below and go towards the center on each side. Add your treats, fold the flaps down, insert some ribbon and tie it into a bow. Easy peasy. Now you have some really cute treat boxes for your next spring gathering. I like having a wreath on the front door. It's just a really nice way to greet guests. And instead of buying a different wreath each season, because that can become expensive, last year I invested in a wreath that was a little bit more all season. So it had some greenery and it had some burlap ribbon. And now all I do is add different sprigs depending on the season. So when it's fall, I'll add some fall leaves and some wheat. When it's winter, I'll add some evergreen and I'll add some snowflakes. And for spring, I'm gonna add some Dollar Tree sprigs to make it look fresh and inviting. Doing this instantly updates your front door without breaking the bank. One of the easiest ways to get your home ready for spring is just by swapping out heavier textiles for things that are lighter. So in my living room, it was time for my heavy winter blankets to go and make room for lighter spring throws. And here's a hack that I use. After you wash your throws, add a few drops of lavender oil to wool dryer balls when you dry them. Your living room will smell like fresh spring laundry. Before we end today's video, I do have a bonus tip for you, like I promised. I'm going to share with you the recipe for my spring simmer pot, which really makes your home smell refreshed and literally smell like spring. To a pot of water, I just add some lemon slices, a splash of vanilla, and a few drops of lavender oil. Let it simmer on low, and in about 20 minutes, your whole home will smell fresh and cozy. This simmer pot is one of the easiest ways to bring that touch of spring into your home. Like, you literally don't have to do any of the other DIYs if you don't want to. It's amazing how the simmer pot and the scent can instantly transform your space into spring. I hope these spring DIYs using Dollar Tree and thrifted store items have inspired you to add a touch of spring to your home. And if you like easy DIYs and hosting tips and recipe ideas, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and then we can hang out. So let me know, which DIY are you going to try? Thanks for watching and happy hosting. Dollar store color. Why do I have a hard time saying dollar store? Dollar Tree. That's why. Try. Outlet. That's the word I'm looking for. So you can. I said that weird. I'm going to show you how I do.